Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am here at the British Boutique Guitar Festival and I'm here with Blair from Greenheart Guitars. And we're going to be looking at some of his really interesting creations today. So we've got two really cool guitars to check out. The first one is this fantastic looking purple guitar. But as you can probably see, there's a lot of pickups on this thing. There's actually 5 humbuckers on this guitar. So I'm guessing we can expect quite a lot of tonal variation from this. So yeah, what's going on here? What have we got?
So they're all Seymour Duncans, and it basically came about because when I was looking for inspiration, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was like, "Oh, we tried adding more pickups." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, like 5." And I was like, "Okay, like 5 single coils." And he's like, "Yeah." And then I started drawing up diagrams and everything. And he's like, "What about humbuckers?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, 5 humbuckers, go for it. And I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
try it. And then I ended up with whatever this is, which is pretty insane.
it looks really cool though. It's such a unique concept. I've never seen a guitar with that many pickups before.
Yep.
I like that you've gone with mini humbuckers as well, because obviously, you know,
Big humbuckers would fit.
yeah, you have to make like a
Swimming pool route.
yeah,
Size of the body.
a much longer scale length guitar, full size humbuckers. Are they coil tappable as well?
Yes.
Okay, so that will add even more versatility because
Yes.
now you have 5 single coils and 5 humbuckers.
Yep. And they all have their own switches. So up is humbucker and down is single coil, and in the middle they're off.
Okay, so that's the lights then. I guess when the lights are off, everything's off.
Yep.
Okay,
And then you can turn them on and off.
cool. So I'm guessing you've got quite a lot of options available in terms of switch, and I believe there's a big number being thrown around.
Yep.
243.
243 pickup
Yep.
switching combinations.
Although one of the switching positions got broken by someone here.
Not henning.
Not Henning.
Wasn't henning.
No.
162 left.
Yep. 162 now.
So Henning has brought this down to 162 pickup combinations.
How
That's
could
still
he?
quite a lot of pickup combinations.
Yeah, it's not impressive.
I mean, no, it's not as impressive, but we should still be able to find a couple of tones we like in 162 combinations.
Oh yeah.
If we can't, then there's a problem.
Oh yeah.
So what about the construction of this thing, and what's this made from? Because the color is fantastic.
So let's start with the back.
Yeah, go.
It's a lot prettier. The wings actually came from the friend who suggested to do all 5 pickups.
Okay.
He lived away off in the countryside, and he said that at the dump one day, he saw them burning a billiard table, like one of these nice big old wooden ones.
Right.
And he went and asked them if he could have the wood. And they were like, yeah, go for it. So he took it home and then came out with this really, really nice figured old growth mahogany.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, can I have some? As a joke, like fully anticipating him being like, no. But then he gave me it and I was like, awesome.
Yeah.
So I thought I have to do something pretty majestic with it, since it is pretty special wood.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
There is a really nice figure into that.
It's
It's got that sort of 3D texture, whereas when you look at it in different lights and different directions, you
Yeah.
just catch the grain. Because the angle I'm looking at it now, this area looks quite plain, but then when you tilted it up,
yeah,
the figure sort of pops out. There's a nice depth to it.
yeah. And I thought I should pair it with a figured neck, so I went with flame rock maple from America,
Nice.
rather than British. And because I was going with the laminated neck, I thought throw in more colours. So
Yeah.
got Wenge on these outer strips, which also went through the entire neck.
Oh yeah, I
carved
can see
off.
there's little
Yeah.
detailings there at the side of the headstock.
Then it's got the maple. Then it's got Marante, which is Filipino mahogany.
Okay.
It's not real mahogany, but they call it that anyway.
The same sort of vibe, I
Yeah.
guess, yeah.
And Sapelli, which is along the same lines as Marante.
Yeah.
Then on the front, we have a very nice stained flame maple top
Mhm.
and flame maple fretboard with flame maple head veneer and trusswood cover.
Nice.
You can tell I like flame maple.
Yeah. Well, the flame maple really complements the colour as well. That's a really nice colour sort of stain in.
Yeah.
Like a purple to a sort of a deep pink
Oh, when I started,
I mean, obviously, yeah. What could we call that color? You know?
apparently it's magenta to the
Yeah.
dye company. When I started with the pink, it was very pink, like neon pink.
Right.
And I thought it was really cool, but I wanted to give it a kind of burst effect because I kind of like it. And the good thing with aniline dyes specifically is when you're rubbing them in with alcohol, you can just keep going over it until you blend it the way you like it.
Ah, okay.
So this went through a couple of iterations before I landed on this.
That's cool. Nice. What about those inlays? They look pretty fancy as well. What have we got there? Is there can we get a close up on those inlays?
It's been thrown around a couple of times that they're quite phallic.
That didn't come from Henning, did it, by chance?
No, not Henning.
No, it wouldn't be like Henning to make those kind of jokes.
Oh, not the man who broke it as well. Jeez.
And you've only met him today.
I know.
Some of us have known him a little bit longer. Think how many things he's broke with my heels.
Mostly my spirit. I will believe.
But you still keep coming back for more.
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, the inlays look fantastic.
It's actually maple as well.
Okay.
These bits. It's not dyed. That's
Just a darker grain of maple.
I'm not gonna lie. I bought it from China.
If it works.
Because I just saw it online. And I was like, that's just a cool figured wood.
Yeah.
And then when it arrived, I went and asked a bunch of people and was like, I don't know what this is. Can you tell me? And they were like, I think it's a type of maple. So
Cool.
more maple. And it's got a small band of brass around it, as well as at the 12th and 24th, it's copper.
Oh, yes. I can see that now in the light.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's finished in nitrocellulose.
Very cool. Yeah, it looks great. So now, I'm going to hear some of the many pickup combinations. So, where do we start with 164?
Well,
Is that number right? 164?
162.
162. So where do we start with 162 pickup options?
for everyone. Everyone else started at the neck, so
Okay.
you can start.
So down is single coil.
Yes, and up is humbucker.
So we currently have 5 single coils that are switched on at once.
I think it's 5 single coils. It might be 5 humbuckers. I can't remember which way they switch.
That's like 2.5 humbuckers at once.
Well, we'll see when you flick it up how different it sounds.
Yeah, that got louder. That's definitely humbucker mode.
I mean, when they're all on, it just gets louder naturally because of all the extra current going through it.
Up is definitely humbucker. You can
Okay,
yeah. Down.
It's very confusing keeping track of all this.
So what did Henning break? What was
That last one.
the bridge switch?
Yep, the bridge humbucker.
Okay. So the cool thing with that switching option then is really the ability to blend combinations that you'd never usually have.
Yeah.
Like you could have for instance, the neck single coil
Mhm.
with the second humbucker.
Mhm.
A bit of drive.
That RD amp sounds amazing.
Yeah, it does. And that's the other thing. We are playing through the RD amplification dualist as well, which, yeah, does just sound fantastic. Rob makes some great amps.
It really does.
So Henning broke the bridge pickup then. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Henning broke that.
It's kind of vintage vibe to it.
Kind of works, yeah. It's sort of like a transistor radio or something.
Yeah.
We kind of got this humbucker, which is kind of a bridge
Yeah.
humbucker. That's a really nice combination with that humbucker with that single coil. You get that nice kind of fatness of the humbucker, but like that sort of spank of a single coil in the neck.
Missed with people is they usually look at it and they start asking, "Oh, why do you need 5 humbuckers at one time?" And it's like, well,
Why not?
the option is there, but it's not specific that you're only going to be using 5 humbuckers at once.
Yeah,
you can interchange between whatever you want. So it's just giving you the option to kind of find something that's a bit weird that you like.
And if you really want to, you can just go. I mean, admittedly, it's not too much of an extreme sound even with all 5 on.
Yeah.
You'd think, obviously, it does get a little bit louder because you're adding additional humbuckers in.
Yeah.
But you'd think having 5 on at once would almost be overpowering.
Yeah.
But that's actually like it just gives you a really fat sound.
Yeah.
Even with the 5 singles on, like it still works. It still has that kind of single coil clarity, but it's just really fat.
Yeah.
It sort of sounds like one giant P90 or something. But it does have that slight hint of the out of phase thing of like the in-between positions as well, which is really nice. So I guess you could even use this to sort of replicate all your typical things. Like if you had like the neck and the middle on, it's that typical position for Strat thing.
But then obviously you can go for the 2 humbuckers like Les Pauls and whatnot.
Neck and bridge at the same time? Oh, of course. You can't do that because Henning broke it. That's a pretty convincing twin humbucker when you have that humbucker on with it.
Yeah.
It does this. We fixed Henning's problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really cool. I love the versatility. Obviously, it's the sort of thing that it would be really cool to explore every single combination, but how long have we got, you know?
Yeah. I should have brought my soldering kit.
But it is interesting though that you could literally have like one guitar that could sound like any other guitar.
Yeah.
I guess that was part of the idea behind going for that as well. Like it could sound like a Strat, it could sound like a Telly, it could sound like whatever you want it to.
I've always thought of it as more of a kind of studio guitar where it's instead of having to go and pick up a different guitar every time you're doing something different, you can just switch it. Because like Adam had said, 3-way toggle switches is not good for performing, which no experience with that, so from you.
I mean, it kind of makes sense for live work if you're someone who like switches between different guitars on different songs in the show, like if you need like a Strat and a humbucker guitar,
Yeah.
but you can only take one guitar, this would be a great one because you could say, right, for this song I need a Strat neck pickup, and then the next song I need I turned that on to humbucker, but I need like a Strat neck pickup, and then the next song I need a bridge humbucker. You can literally go between all those sounds. I guess what Adam means is the sense of like trying to humbucker off or single for each one in the middle of a song. Maybe that'd be quite tricky, but
And you might
Depends.
get it on your way down, kind of thing.
I guess it depends on the complexity of the song and where you need those changes to
Yeah.
happen as well.
And the player.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But no, I really like the idea behind that. That's a really cool concept. And they sound great as well. Like you can get so many good tones out of that. But it's still convincing. Like even when I did those kind of like like the sort of stratty things. We could go to the bridge. Yeah, so many great sounds in that. And now we're going to take a look at something that's complete opposite.
Very different.
So this is something that's a little bit out of even my comfort zone. But it looks cool. So let's see what it's all about. So what is this thing then?
So I wanted a Strat. Never owned a Strat. and
Okay.
Me being me, I decided to make it very extra.
Yeah.
So it's obviously got a reverse headstock.
Mhm.
It's quite clearly fan fret.
Yep.
But it's got perpendicular at the bridge, so you don't need a different type of bridge. You can put any bridge. But it also means that you can change out the neck. So if you don't want it fan fret, you can put a normal one on, and
Yeah.
you've got the versatility to it. It's just kind of what I want from a Strat. So it's got a P90, a single coil, and a humbucker. Because personally, I really like a P90 in a neck. I think it sounds really fat, and humbuckers in the neck, not a fan. Single coils in the neck, not a fan.
I'm the same. I agree.
P90.
Yeah. Humbuckers in the neck for some things, like if you're
Yeah.
playing classic rock or certain lead guitar sounds, but yeah, like 95% of the time, I would want a P90 or a single there to get the most use out of it.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that fully. Cool. So are these, what are these pickups then? Because I know you Seymour Duncan's in the guitar.
So that's a DiMarzio. I couldn't tell you what one it is. It was just a bunch of letters and numbers after. It's a bare knuckle True Grit.
Oh, nice.
I think it's an Old Force or something. And it's just a basic go-to P90.
Cool. And fan frets, obviously. Fan fret guitars and me are notorious for not really getting along.
Well, this one is, I think, quite subtle.
And I believe you've got something quite interesting going on with the volume control on this one as well.
I think it's reversed.
It is reversed. So to turn the volume up, you turn the volume down. Yeah, the fan frets are interesting. I understand why some people like them. They just confuse me sometimes. But it does feel quite natural. Like when you actually sit down and play fan frets, it does make sense, especially if you play stood up.
Yeah.
Because when you play stood up, the guitar is like a sort of 45-degree angle. The frets are in line then with your fingers, which makes a lot of sense. I think my problem with fan frets is just when I look at them. When I look at my fingers, I'm like, oh, that doesn't look right. I think if you can get past the visuals of it, it actually makes a lot of sense feel-wise. So I'm guessing this thing is pretty good at handling the high gain then. This has got a nice thick neck on it as well. It's a real chunky neck.
Yeah.
I quite like a thick neck on a guitar, so
do I.
so that kind of works for me.
Fun thing with this one is the three-way switch is only for the P90 and the humbucker.
Okay.
The middle single coil has its own switch. So
Oh, that's what that is.
down
Okay.
is on, and then the other two positions are off because I didn't have an on-off. I had an off-on.
Okay. Well, actually, I haven't heard that one on its own then. So you can't hear that on its own again, I'm guessing.
Nope.
You can only integrate it.
Yes.
Ah, right, okay. So that's just the neck P90. Bring the single in. Or the bridge. Okay, yeah, that makes sense as well. Like you just sort of introduce it into the circuit when you need
Yeah.
it. So let's hear this now with some gain. Yeah, there's that fat Damasio. Cool. Yeah, it is quite natural to play fan frets when you actually sit down with them.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, you just got to get past the visual thing, I think. Cool, yeah, this is a fun guitar. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So, oops. Did Henning break this one as well?
I don't know. I've never done that before. Maybe you broke it.
Maybe. Could be. Let's blame Henning. Cool. So where can people go to find out more if they want to check out what you're doing?
So, unfortunately, I don't have a website set up yet.
Okay.
So, it's just my Instagram, which
Cool.
is at Greenheart_guitars.
Perfect. I'll add some links to that down below in the description as well. Well, thank you very much for coming on the video and showing me these really cool guitars. There's some really cool sort of build ideas going on here. Let me know what you guys think of that down below in the comments as well. How do you think, or how do you feel about a guitar with over 200 pickup switching combinations? It's quite useful, actually. I think there's a lot of applications for it. So, yeah, that kind of idea is really cool, I think. But let me know what you guys think as well. Don't forget to check out Blair's stuff on his Instagram page, which is linked below. And if you ever get a website set up, I'll add that down there as well. And obviously, don't forget to check out all the other videos from the British Boutique Guitar Festival. Big thanks to Mike for putting the show on once again. And I will see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching.